We're joined now in studio with head coach June Jones. Coach, 8-0 overall, 5-0 in the WAC, 11th in the country, 14 in the BCS standing. I don't know, it kind of has a nice ring to it.
Well, it's been a fun run so far. Hopefully we can just keep it going.
I know last night in your post-game interview you said Coach Brennan didn't have his best stuff tonight, although he came away with 425 yards, passing 6 TDs. What did you see there that you just...
Well, I thought, and he'll probably agree, he probably missed a couple that he normally hits, and that happens, he kind of go in streaks. I think it's the first time he's kind of been feeling good again, physically. But he made some great throws and got it done, had some big third down conversions for us, did a nice job looking off some guys and hitting some players. So he did a lot of good things. He just, I thought, even on a couple of the throws that we caught for touchdowns, and I think he'll agree, I think he guided them a little bit instead of just throwing them.
But now, Coach, 119 TDs, if we talk about for his career, that passes him and Timmy Chang in the school records. He's now 2 away, all-time career touchdown passes to Ty Detmer. What does that say in regards to just efficiency? Because what stands out to me, that's happened in only 33 games.
It's he doesn't really think about it. I don't think about it. It's about the wins, and it's about the team, and I think that's the one thing that sets him, separate from everybody else. He's really a great leader and a team player and competitor, and that really comes out when you ask him that question.
I think what also stood out last night, if you took notice, he played the entire game. How important is that now down the stretch in regards to even just his stamina and staying in there?
Well, glad that he got an opportunity to do that. He's like I said, kind of working back into where we got. We got another bye week, and I don't think anybody will have any trouble getting up for Fresno, and he'll be ready for them too.
New Mexico State, for the most part, played man-to-man coverage, and obviously could not contain Hawaii. What about the receivers and the fact that they have so much depth and they're such veterans at this?
I think that they played some zone initially, and Colt kind of shot the eyes out of it, and it was big plays, and so they just kind of decided, hey, we can't play zone, and they kind of picked their spots from there on, played a lot of man-to-man. We're very, very difficult to cover man-to-man, and I think the guys kind of get excited when they see that because we don't get a lot of it.
Yeah, and if we start talking about receivers, Ryan Grice-Mullen, of course, amazing career game for him, 195 yards, 13 catches, 3 TDs. Is he a guy who sometimes you catch yourself saying, how did he make that catch? Just because, he's also playing, to be honest, with a sprained right thumb. Yeah,
well, I find myself saying more, how did he make that run, when he catches the ball? He's a fantastic, make you miss guy, and Devon has that ability too. I think Ryan kind of showed his speed down the sideline on that one, and he has a different gear once he gets in space like that, and he really, really has turned it up the last couple of weeks.
Defensively, Hawaii only allowed for 1 touchdown, and that was in the 3rd. And then if you look at just how they limited the Aggies, allowing for only 5 of 16 third down conversions. Is it one of the games maybe they just also took it personal because they're like, hey, we face the pass all the time. We went into this saying this is going to be some kind of shootout.
Well, we knew that they were going to, make some plays on the other side of the ball. They have some very talented players and a good quarterback, and we set some goals for ourselves defensively to do some specific things. In fact, Greg was telling me last night after the game that his goal board in the locker room, he's had it his entire career, even when Miami was the #1 defense in the country, and they've never filled every goal in one game, which is unbelievable. And last night we did that, and the name of the game is getting the ball back for the offense, and we did that, like you say, on third downs, and we got a lot of turnovers too.
Adam Leonard, 10 tackles, 1 sack, 1 interception, and he did it while he was also under the weather, he admitted later, and he's playing with a brace on his right hand. He just seems like a guy that he's on a mission when he's out there.
Yeah, well, he's I can still remember when he decided to come to Hawaii. We thought he was one of the best players that the school had ever, had an opportunity to secure. And he had an injury in high school, and that's why we got him. And I couldn't be more proud of how hard he's worked and how hard he's diligent he's been. He's a leader, and he's starting to play football like the great ones do.
Coach, the fact remains there are only 5 undefeated teams left in the country. Hawaii is one of them, and at 8-0, that hasn't happened here since 1973. And I think we have a picture of you. That was when you were here.
Yeah, well, actually, Mel DeLaura was on that team too, which is kind of funny that there would still be 2 guys that were on that last team, and it doesn't seem that long ago, but I guess it was.
What similarities do you see from that 73 team to this team, being a part of both?
Well, I think the way we're playing defense, Larry Price had a really good thing going with Levi, and Dexter Gomes was at the game last night, and a lot of the guys I see are coming out of the woodwork, now, and it's been, I think that probably more than anything that we've really made an impact defensively.
Well, it's been a long time coming. Hey, why not go 9-0? We have a bye week. We'll catch up with you next week. Thanks,
okay.
Coach.
Thanks, Liz.
Stay tuned. Up next, a visit from Colt Brennan. Hawaii's QB will jump in the coach's chair and talk about how his season is playing out. Is his senior year what he expected or better after turning down an early shot at the NFL?
Wait up, wait up.